Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Omani-Qatari Committee signs a number of agreements on cultural and educational cooperation and discusses investment development projects. Citizens organize cleanup campaigns in cooperation with government and private sectors after diminishing the effects of the air depression trough. And Arab foreign ministers discuss developments of current Arab issues in Cairo. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to Her Excellency President Dr. Amina Gharib Faqim of Mauritius on her country's National Day. Strengthening relations in all fields between the Sultanate and the State of Qatar topped matters discussed by His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail Blushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs, with His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser bin Khalifa Al Thani, Prime Minister and the Minister of the Interior of Qatar. That came on the sideline of the meeting of Joint Omani-Qatari Committee in Doha, during which the 6th Implementation Program project of Cultural and Educational Cooperation deal between the Sultanate and the State of Qatar. The committee also discussed the issue of seconding Omani teachers to the Education Authority of the Higher Education Council, besides study scholarships offered for Omani students by the State of Qatar. The committee also dealt with strengthening aspects of cooperation in economic, touristic, agricultural, fisheries, wealth, transport, regional municipalities, water resources and sports affairs fields. The Joint Committee also discussed a number of investment projects between the two countries, including Diyar Ras Al Had Tourism Project, Karwa for Cars Project and Almira Consumer Goods Company. The Qatari side was also invited to invest in the Special Economic Zone at Duqm, in addition to investment in fisheries sector. The Omani side was chaired by His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail Blushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs, while the Qatari side was presided over by His Excellency Ali Sharif Al-Amadi, Minister of Finance at the State of Qatar. The citizens of the Wilaya of Nakhal, in cooperation with the Wilaya municipality, exerted great efforts and organized cleaning campaigns to clean waste caused by the effects of the rains and wadi flow, especially in Ain al-Thawara and the villages of At-Taw and Halban. A number of citizens as well as local sports teams took part in the campaign. The works included foliage maintenance, cleaning roads around the neighborhood, in addition to removing the fallen tree branches. They also removed the rocks and dirt scattered around the roads in the area. After flow of wadis, the water quantity increased in recharge dams in most northern governorates of the Sultanate. The quantity of water reserved in Wadi Dhiqa Dam reached around 93 million cubic meters. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources called on citizens and residents to stay away from dams to ensure their safety. The ministry stressed that more than 60 dams around the Sultanate are working efficiently. The role of these dams is to preserve rainwater in addition to increase the level of underground water. Before the weather condition, these dams witnessed field visits by supervisors from the ministry to ensure that they are safe along with the surrounding establishments. Still to come in our news bulletin. With 47 students so far, an all-weather floating school is operating in a lagoon in Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Arab foreign ministers continued their meeting in Cairo to discuss developments of the Palestinian issue, as well as the developments of the situation in Syria, Libya and Yemen, in addition to topics related to Arab water security. This came in the 145th session of the Council of Arab Foreign Ministers at the headquarters of the Arab League. It also approved a number of decisions by the prominent envoys regarding financial and social issues. The foreign ministers also held a closed session to discuss some issues in the Council's upcoming agenda. The Sultanate's delegation was led by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs. There was a consensus that it's imperative for those who work in the health sector to be aware of transparency, which is one of the principles at the Sultanate's Ministry of Health, to learn from mistakes that may have happened to avoid them in the future. That was stated by His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Muhammad al-Saidi, Minister of Health. He added that attendees admired what is available in the Sultanate of e-reporting by health institutions about any mistake might have happened at any part of the health system. Then quality control departments study these reports, analyze them and adopt the necessary towards preventing them in the future. The minister also said that he personally put up a proposal of adopting a World Day for Patient Safety at the World Health Organization meeting in London. And the proposal received agreement from all participants, and the first day will be announced next year in a ministerial meeting that will be held in an European country. The Sultanate won the award for the best Arab touristic destination, which attracted many German tourists at the sideline of the Berlin Travel Exchange exhibition, and also according to Go Asia website evaluation. The Omani Pavilion attracted visitors with its geometrical features combining modernity and Omani genuine character. The Omani Pavilion, which is spread on an area of 330 meters, the hall specified for Arab pavilions, will provide visitors with the opportunity to learn more about the Sultanate's tourism potentials. Works of the fourth seminar on security of vital installations organized by Royal Oman Police, represented in Directorate General for Operations, were concluded. More than 250 people from various governmental, private security and military authorities and institutions participated in the seminar. The seminar was represented by a number of expert lecturers. It aimed to enhance communication among specialists in the field of safety and security and acquaint them with updates in the field of information technology, in addition to qualify officials and cadres work in the field of security and protection. The three-day seminar also discussed a number of topics, namely system of preventive security, modern security management, the mechanism of dealing with risks, threats and security crisis, in addition to getting acquainted with modern security technologies at an exhibition which accompanied the seminar. Students of Class 4 at the basic education and schools of the Governorate of Bahrain conducted experimental tests for international studies for measuring reading skills pearls to prepare for the actual test, which will be held on the 4th of April at the Sultanate's level. The international competition is organized with the supervision of the International Association for Monitoring and Evaluation of Educational Attainment and is held every 5 years. The test included literature and science texts where students read them and answer the questions which are based only through reading the texts. After finishing competitiveness of first and second stages of youth innovation competition this year at the level of governorates and qualify winners to the final stage for competing at the Sultanate's level, the Directorate of Sports Affairs in the Governorate of Musandam held a ceremony to honor the winners at the Governorate's level. These competitions this year witnessed a wide participation from the 4 clubs in the Governorate in order to activate their role in organizing the competitions in various cultural, sports and artistic fields. Oman Oil May delivery price rose by 39 cents to reach $37 and 37 cents per barrel. Dubai Mercantile Exchange today mentioned that Oman Oil price March delivery reached $27.40 per barrel, declined by $7.19 compared to February delivery. During the whale season in the peninsula, Valdez, scientists work with the tourism industry, embarking on the same boats and sharing pictures to study and preserve the enormous mammals who travel all the way from Antarctica to reproduce and give birth in two specific gulfs of the Argentine coast. Here is a report.
Every year, more than 300,000 tourists come to the remote Valdez Peninsula in Argentina, famous for being home to thousands of southern right whales between April and December.
We've come to visit Argentina and we were dreaming of seeing the whales. That's why we came to Puerto Madryn. It's a unique place in the world. The trip, the view, the sea, the cold, it's all special.
On land or by boat, tourists can enjoy watching the 4,000 whales that every year swim all the way from the Antarctic to the warmer waters of southern Argentina, where they reproduce, give birth and nurse their calves. The unique spectacle is also perfect for scientific research.
The peninsula is surrounded by beaches and cliffs. From the cliffs you can watch the whales on the surface for many hours, so it's an ideal place to study their behavior. They spend a lot of time here during the year and can be followed for months, and the same individuals, the females that we know, come back here year after year bringing new calves. So it's really one of the world's best places to study whales.
A group of researchers and a boat company decided to team up to bring science and tourism together. While tourists learn about the animals and their habitat, scientists write for free and can further observe the mammals above and underwater.
We register how they get closer, when, for how long, and their behavior. We also look at which groups get closer, if it's a mother with a calf, and see what they do. It's a touristic activity that shows once more that it's not necessary to kill whales to study them. With harmless techniques, we can know what they do below water.
Though the numbers are growing since whaling became illegal, they're not out of danger yet. Ship strikes, entanglement in nets and attacks by seagulls continue to threaten the whales. Still, some scientists are hopeful that working with the tourism industry will help protect the lives of these huge mammals.
Makoko, a vast slum of houses on stilts in Lagos Lagoon, now boasts a new school, pyramid-shaped, floating and capable of withstanding the waterway's extreme weather. It is a beacon of hope for the nearly 100,000 Nigerians who live there. With room for 100 pupils, the school, built with locally sourced wood and floating on hundreds of recycled plastic barrels, aid-funded Makoko Floating School offers free education to local children, most of whose parents fish for a living. Makoko was established as a fishing village hundreds of years ago, but now climate change and rapid urbanization are threatening its way of life. The school, designed by Nigerian architect Kunle Adeyemi, can adapt to changing water levels and was built specifically to withstand the storms and floods that are common in the 4-month-long rainy season. It took 3 years to build and caters for children who progress from an existing school, the only English-speaking one in the area. The school has 47 pupils so far, and they, like other children in the lagoon, travel to school by canoe. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Omani-Qatari committee signs a number of agreements on cultural and educational cooperation and discusses investment development projects. Citizens organize cleanup campaigns in cooperation with government and private sectors after diminishing the effects of air depression trough. And Arab foreign ministers discuss developments of current Arab issues in Cairo. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.